A giant snake slithers through a Niigata village in this one, of a kind festival. In a quiet village in Japan, where mountains meet rice fields, people still carry a giant snake made of straw, not for fame, not for show, but because some traditions are worth carrying, no matter how heavy they are. 1. This isn't a myth, it's real. This isn't CGI, no special effects. Just real people, farmers, students, elders carrying an 80-meter-long straw snake through rice fields in Yamakoshi, Niigata, every year without fail. They don't do it for tourists, they do it because their grandparents did, because the land remembers. The snake, it's not scary, it's sacred, a prayer for rain, for harvests, for protection. You can see it in their hands, calloused from work, steady from tradition, in their faces tired, but proud. This festival doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you listen, you'll hear centuries of quiet strength. This is Japan, not the neon cities, but the villages that still bow to the earth. 2. It's called Orochi Matsuri, the eight-headed serpent festival. They call it Orochi Matsuri, the festival of the eight-headed serpent. You might know the name from myths, Yamata no Orochi, the monster slain by the storm god Susanoo. But here in Yamakoshi, the snake isn't evil, it's not a villain, it's a guardian, a spirit of water, rice, and life. The villagers don't fear it, they carry it. They weave it from straw, breathe life into it, and walk with it through fields where their ancestors once prayed for rain. In Shinto belief, nature holds spirits, and this serpent, it's one of them, sacred, ancient, alive in their hands. So when you see this giant snake slithering through the village, remember, it's not about defeating monsters, it's about honoring the forces that feed us, protect us, and connect us to the land. 3. It's not a celebration, it's a prayer. This isn't a party. There's no music blasting, no dancing for likes, no costumes for show. This is a prayer, whispered in straw, carried on shoulders, walked into the earth. For generations, the people of Yamakoshi have carried this serpent not to celebrate, but to ask. To ask for rain when the fields are dry, for safety when the mountains tremble, for a harvest that feeds their children. In Japan, rice isn't just food, it's life. And water. Water is sacred. The snake they carry is a spirit of that water, a kami, a divine presence. So when you see them walking slowly through the village, heads bowed, steps steady, know this, they're not performing. They're praying. And in a world that never stops shouting, their silence speaks louder than any festival drum. 4. The snake is handmade, every year. This snake doesn't come from a factory, no machines, no assembly lines. Every inch of it, woven by hand, local farmers, retired teachers, school kids, they gather after harvest, under open skies or in village halls, tying straw bales with rope and memory. Weeks of work, thousands of knots, each section belongs to a different family, passed down like heirlooms. Grandfather teaches grandson how to twist the straw just right. Mother shows daughter where to place the eyes so the spirit looks alive when they carry it through the streets. It's not just a snake, it's generations walking together. You can see it in their calloused fingers, in the way they adjust the ropes without speaking. This isn't craft, it's legacy. And every year, they rebuild it. Not because they have to, but because they choose to keep the old ways breathing. 5. Carrying the snake is hard work, literally. This isn't performance, it's labor, real heavy, shoulder-straining labor. Men and women, teens, elders, even children, wear traditional happy coats and headbands, gripping wooden poles that hold sections of the snake, some parts over 100 kilograms. You can see it in their faces, brows furrowed, backs bent, breath steady, not complaining, just carrying. A grandmother walks beside her grandson, guiding his grip. A teenager stumbles under the weight but doesn't drop it. No one does. Because this isn't just a snake. It's their village, their ancestors, their future. There's no applause, no medals, just quiet strength, passed from hand to hand, generation to generation. In a world that celebrates shortcuts, here, they choose to carry the weight together. 6. There's a deep environmental message. The snake has always been a spirit of water, of rivers, of rain that feeds the rice. But now, its message has grown louder. In recent years, the people of Yamakoshi have begun weaving something new into the old ritual, a plea. A plea to protect the forests that hold the rain, to keep the rivers clean, to listen, really listen, As the earth grows hotter, storms fiercer, seasons stranger. The snake isn't just a memory anymore. It's a mirror. It shows us what we've lost, and what we still have time to save. When they carry it through the fields, they're not just honoring ancestors. They're speaking for the land itself, because in the end, the serpent doesn't belong to them. They belong to it. 7. It's a living museum, not a tourist show. You won't find tour buses lining the road here. No vendors selling snake-shaped canes. No staged photo ops. This isn't a show. It's a living museum, where the exhibits aren't behind glass, they're walking beside you. Visitors are welcome, but only if they come with silence in their steps and respect in their eyes. No selfies with the snake. No shouting. No flash photography. Because this isn't entertainment, it's worship. The people here aren't performers, they're practitioners of faith, of memory, of belonging. And the moment you forget that, you've already missed it. So if you come to Yamakoshi, don't just watch, stand still, breathe quietly, and let the tradition speak, not through your lens but through your heart. 8. The red tongue, that's symbolic. Look closely at the snake's face. Its mouth is open, tongue out, bright red against the golden straw. To some it might look fierce, but here, it's the opposite. In Shinto belief, this isn't a threat. It's a welcome. The red tongue is calling, not to warn but to invite. Inviting the spirits of the land, the sky, the rain, to enter the village, to bless the fields, to dwell among the people. Red isn't just a color here, it's ki, life force, energy, the pulse of nature itself. So when the snake moves through Yamakoshi, tongue outstretched, it's not roaring, it's saying, come, stay. Protect us, and in that simple gesture, woven in straw, painted in red, an entire worldview breathes. 9. It's disappearing, and that's why it matters. Yamakoshi used to buzz with children running between houses. Now, many of those homes stand quiet. Young people leave for cities, for jobs, for dreams, for life. And with fewer hands to weave the straw, fewer shoulders to carry the weight, this festival, this prayer made of rope and memory, could one day fall silent. That's why Japan's government has named it an important intangible folk cultural property. Not as a trophy, but as a lifeline. A way to say this matters. Protect it. Because when a tradition like this disappears, we don't just lose a snake made of straw. We lose a language of respect. A rhythm of community. A way of listening to the earth. And once it's gone, it's almost impossible to rebuild. 10. It teaches us something we've forgotten. We live in a world that never stops scrolling. Always faster. Always louder. Always alone, even in a crowd. But here, in a small village in Niigata, people still gather. Still with straw with their hands. Still carry weight together, not for fame, not for views, but because it's right. This festival doesn't need you to believe in gods. It only asks you to believe in us. In patience. In showing up, in honoring the land that feeds us, in the quiet courage of keeping something alive. Just because it matters, you don't have to live in Yamakoshi to feel this. You just have to remember, some of the most powerful things in life aren't built with code. They're carried slowly, together, on human shoulders. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.